So let's make a painting. Alrighty. Water on the glass. And let's start with a monotone, boring voice. Is that good? Yeah, that's good. Alright, let's go with the big brush. I was checking out some of my videos yesterday. And I realized, and I say that a lot actually, I do a lot of clouds. And when I say a lot, I mean a lot, like a couple hundred. And I was thinking, man, that's a lot of clouds, right? Because when you see a lot of clouds, that's what you're thinking. And guess what we're doing today? Clouds again, of course. What else would you do? Because when you like doing something, what is the reason to change it at all? I will take two colors. And I'm gonna leave them right here so we know what we're using, actually. So let's go with this. Let's go with the big brush. One thing I pay attention is I put all the clouds in the middle. This time I'm gonna try to expand. And if I have too many clouds, I'm gonna try to do, I'm gonna focus more on the clouds, if that makes sense. So if we have too much clouds, now we're gonna do more clouds. Because I love them. I love doing clouds, actually. So let's go with this. Let's go a little bit with this. Here we're gonna make it very dark. Keep in mind this the little holes on the top. This is not part of the painting, of course. This is gonna be removed eventually when I frame it, or so it's not a big deal. And we're gonna try to take some black paint and just cover. So far we're using only two colors, which was interesting. I try to make more monotone pictures. I'm gonna use the multiple brush. And I'm gonna do only water. And we're gonna try to kind of blend, I guess. There we go. Blend the whole thing and cover everything while everything is still moist. There we go. Now on the foreground, you can see kind of a lines here that is forming. And we're just gonna add some texture. So we're gonna keep it simple. I wanna make my paintings more simple. And don't get me wrong, they're already simple enough. I mean, what I'm doing is extremely easy. It's not complicated at all. No complexity whatsoever, if you ask me. To just put two colors, let them develop by themselves, and then put a couple of lines here and there, maybe some texture, and you're ready to call the day. But I'm more not simple. I guess the right word is simplicity. Simplicity into the whole thing. I'm gonna take black and I'm gonna put it right here with a lot of water, of course. And we're gonna take the same black and I'm gonna tap, 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 tap. There we go. And tap, tap, tap again. I'm doing two things. First, I'm making a high contrast in the midground and a foreground from the rest of the painting. And also I'm cleaning my brush because I'm too stingy to, I guess, not too stingy. Actually, I wouldn't say stingy. I say stingy, but I don't think I mean that. I don't want to waste materials. There is no reason to waste materials. People somewhere cannot afford this stuff, basic paint. So there is no reason to waste it. A lot of water with black and blue. And we're gonna do some dark spots on these clouds. There we go. Now when we're doing this, we don't try to destroy the clouds we just create, right? Excuse me. We try to make the dark spots. There we go. And maybe a little bit here. Should we put a baby cloud here? clean the brush. Now before everything dry out, we want to take the multiple brush and blend where it needs to be blended. For example, the baby cloud. Make it more fluffy, make it more like here. I'll do like the contrast on this one. So we're gonna go from outside in. There we go. This one, the baby cloud is going outside, and this one is going outside too. Now we're gonna take a clean brush. It's not clean yet. And we're gonna add some light parts on that cloud. So the fluffiness be more fluffy, I guess. Now this one, because this one is far from us, we're gonna put multiple light. I'm gonna take the light out. There we go. And many different variations, not like a big chunk here. But we're gonna tap, 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 and then move. Tap, 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 move. Tap, 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 move. There we go. Now, I'm gonna do big chunk over here. Kind of blend it. And then now here, I'm gonna use this dirty brush, right? To show a little bit more of these clouds. Now I'm gonna clean the brush and make it kind of fading, kind of blend with the background. So it kind of disappear. So it's staying there. It's not part of the whole thing. I mean, it's a part of the whole thing, but it's not like in your face. Now, the baby cloud. I mean, what kind of baby cloud is if it's not fluffy, right? So that's what we're gonna do. There we go. Now, everything is nice and fine. The only problem I have right here with the whole thing is there is no color. And what I mean by no color, well, there's nothing vibrant, nothing to show up. So what are we gonna do? Very gentle. I just put a little line. And now I'm gonna use my clean brush to kind of blend it. So we can have a nice light coming down. There we go. Look at this. Maybe one more here. And then we're just gonna cover everything. Water, of course. And I'm using very thin layers of color. And I'm keep repeating them until I get the results I want. Now, I can be more over here. I can be extra over here because this cloud is right above this area. So we can make this area actually more warm. There we go. So we can have a nice warm area right here. And now cover it, the whole thing. So it look like nice and warm. Another thing we're gonna do is take clean water and now go inside of that area. So that can blend nicely. So it doesn't look like it's standing out from anything. There you go. Okay, this is all good. We can add so many more stuff. We can add a tall grass here. The possibilities are endless. You can do anything on the front. Now, if you watch me before, now this one can consider as a water too, because it depends what we're gonna put. Let's put it that way. Now, I feel like this one is more like a field, so we gonna add, but we need to add a detail, and the reason for that is we gotta clarify what is this. Is it water? Is it land? I think it's more kind of a land that is being worked on and is being harvested, and people already like take all the crops from here and whatever they plant and all that stuff. So what we're gonna do is, after the tractors and all that stuff pass around, they left over some things. And of course, one of the thing is, man, that's a lot of words to say baby rock. But there's a baby rock. If you watch my videos before, you know I like rocks. So it is what it is. And gold green is gonna be absolutely great here with a thin brush and some grass coming out here and there. We don't want to go too crazy on it. There it is. Simple, very simple. We try to keep everything extremely simple and nothing too much. So we're gonna make a bunch of lines and call it grass. Of course, you can't forget, right? You can't forget the shadows. Almost dry brush here with the shadows. There we go. A touch of water. This brush is great for controlling how much water you want to add, because simply it doesn't hold much water because it's so thin and long. So you can control it. Now, of course, if you don't mind touching the water all the time. But other than that, it's great. Should we put a bird? Man, I'm starting adding stuff. All right, never mind. We're gonna cut it off here. And there you go. Watercolor, abstract, landscape.